Let's take a look at problem E. Now, in this case, this is going to be a long division problem. Now, the minor problem that we have is that since you have decimals, you can't really run the long division unless you have integer values in the denominator. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply by 10 and multiply by 10 and then express the fraction as, well, remember that when you multiply by 10, you just move the decimal one place to the left. So in this case, the values of 45 or the values of 21. And then this is what we're going to be actually carrying out the long division. So in this case, this is going to be 45 and we're going to be dividing by the values of 21. As we carry the long division, this is just going to be, if it's twice, so we're looking at 2 times 1 is equal to 2, and 2 times 2 is equal to 4. As we carry the subtraction, this is going to give us 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, and then technically a 0. I'm not going to write the 0. Now, in order to go into the decimals, I'm just going to, we'll put the decimal point and then increase this by 0. So at this point, I'm just going to carry the decimal to 2 decimals in the division process. So I'm looking at 21 fits into 30, well, once. So that's going to be 21. As we carry the subtraction, we're going to end up with a value of a actual 9. And as we go to the next one, I'm just going to drop the 0. And if it's about 4, so let me check. So 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. And as we carry the subtraction, this is going to be 6. So I'm just going to carry this division to 2 decimal places. Our answer here is going to be 2.14. So 2.14. The most proper answer should be approximately. And this is because we're technically only taking the division to 2 decimal places. Let's take a look at problem F, and problem F is pretty much the same as the previous one. Just to make it simpler, I'm going to write it as a division. So this one's going to be 138.33 divided by 5.3. And before we carry the long division, we end up with the same problem as the previous one. Your denominator has to be an integer in order to make the long division easier. Otherwise, you carry in the long division decimals, and this portion here will actually look more messier. So for this particular one, when we multiply by 10, we're going to get 1383.3 divided by the values of 53. And this is the actual portion that we're actually going to carry in the long division. So let me just rewrite it. In this case, we're going to end up with the 53 and then 1,380. Whoops. Um, 3.3. As we carry the actual division, 53 fits into 138 a total of 2 times. So let me carry the multiplication. 3 times 2 is equal to 6, and 5 times 2 is equal to 10. So at this point, we're going to carry the subtraction. So we're looking at, and let me write it in a different color. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. At this point, we're going to end up with a 3, since 3 minus 0, and the 1 is gone. So let me drop the next value, which is going to be the 3. That represents technically this 3 here. And we're looking at about 5, no, I think 6. Let me try 6. So 6 times 3 is equal to 18, and we carry 1. 6 times 5 is equal to 30, and 1 will be 31. Okay, let's carry the subtraction. And for this subtraction, well, this is going to be a 1, and this is going to be a 13. We need to borrow. So we're looking at, well, in this case, 13 minus 8 is equal to 5. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. And 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Let me just write the 0 there. Let's go into the decimals. And as we drop the decimal, we're dropping that, 3 from above. And then this is actually good news. We're looking at, 1 in order to close this one with a remainder of 0. So our final answer for this one, it's going to be 26.1. Give me just a minute. Let me check it to make sure I didn't mess up somewhere. But I don't see a mistake on this one. No, we're good.